Hey everybody, wanted to talk a little bit about these two sandwich pieces that I got. They're both available from Old Friend, is it Old Friend Toy Store? Yeah, Old Friend Toy Store, I think. I'll throw a link in the comments. But this came in today. This I talked about before. This was part of a 3-level slider in Altum, and you can go look at that if you want some more information about it. But this piece I wanted to get. I have the 3-level Altum, and I happen to have another slider that's stainless that was 2-level, and I figured, well, I'll get the sandwich piece and put that in there. I was a little surprised, though. I didn't pay attention to the advertising photos, and it is, in fact, a little bit thicker. But let me show you the model that this is actually supposed to go with. So this was 25 bucks by itself. They sell these for 25 bucks each also. Like I said, they had them in stainless and cupro nickel. Stainless was out when I ordered mine, so I got cupro nickel. Doesn't make much of a difference to me. But here, let me pause the video and show you what model this comes with. And it actually sort of, once you see the pictures, you'll realize that I wasn't paying attention. But the middle piece is just as thick as the top and bottom piece, which makes it quite different than say the the other sliders that are normally this size. Let me show you what that looked like right now. So that's a nice pattern. It's similar to one that I have here. In stainless. I believe this wasn't too expensive. Certainly not as expensive as the pig nose slider, but you'll see variations of this in stainless and brass, and like I said, the 6 or 7 different models that this probably works with. And again, I don't want to hold you up. I want to show you what those models are in case you're curious. And I'll show you the 6 that I'm sure about, and then one that I'm not so sure about. So here's the 6 models. And actually, what would it be, 6 or 7? Because if you count this one, that would be 7. Yeah, let's say 7. And then I'll show you an 8th version that is unknown. Okay, now here is the version that is the latest to come out. It's the most expensive version of something looking in similar size and shape to this, but it has a nice mix of metals on it. It looks like it could be brass or copper and stainless, or stainless and cupro nickel and copper. I don't know, but it's like $75. And the measurements all come up. If you look at the measurements in the specs, it's all 1 millimeter shorter than the rest of these models. The rest of these models are all 25 millimeters by 45, right on the nose. And this model that I'm about to show you says that it's 1 millimeter less than that, but I'll bet it's the same as the rest of these. Let me show you that one. Again, this one is questionable. Okay, armed with that information, like I said, I bought this mainly because I wanted to, I have this three-piece slider, and I like it very, very much. And I thought, I'd like to have the metal piece to see what it's like with this one. So let's go ahead and try that out. And it came with just this middle piece came with, I'll show you here in a second, fair amount of accessories. So Old Friend Toy Store is pretty good. They're all a little shady in my opinion, but they're pretty good with showing you photos of what they're going to send you and then sending extras. Other places oftentimes you don't even get what you're supposed to get. But here we go. Here is what I wanted and what I got, and I'm happy with that. It does feel differently when you try it with the pig nose slider. I think the magnets are a little stronger in this, and I think that's the reason. It also changes pretty dramatically depending on what kind of balls you put in here. Right now I have, I believe they're just ceramic, and it came with some very generic plastic balls. We've been talking about those. They're like the lowest end balls you can get, and they work, and they deaden the sound a little bit, so maybe that might be up your alley. But it also comes with some black, what I believe are silicone nitride balls. I've tried them all. Those seemed the black balls seemed a little too slippy, like you could feel them grinding. And like I said, the softer, probably nylon balls are just too rough. I like these ceramic balls. Enough about balls. Yeah, but when I put it together, that's when I noticed, boy, that sure looks different. It's thicker on the inside, and it is. But it's not an issue, really. I don't have a problem with it. But let's go ahead and try this with the pig nose slider. I got the description of this wrong last time. This was a collaboration between 42 Cosmo and YEDC. And right now I have the center pivot pin removed. And I'm not doing that right. I'm not paying attention. Here we go. Here we go. That one doesn't want to fit. So, put the balls in here. Okay, there we go. Get rid of those and put this on. All right. Get some of this stuff out of the way. So this feels a lot more rigid to me. And I think the only explanation for that probably is likely the different magnet strength. Probably, this was a higher end, the YEDC 42 Cosmo slider was a higher end slider than this or any of the models that are like this. And it could likely have stronger magnets in it. But you know, I think I'm going to keep the 42, the pig nose slider as a pivot. I'm going to put the pivot pin back in it and then put some Loctite in it, because that's an issue I have with this one. I mean, if you don't put Loctite on it, it just comes loose after a matter of minutes because of the impact and vibrations and stuff. So I think the pig nose slider is going to remain a pivot pin slider and a ball slider, but the pin's going to stay in it. And then this is going to become my 3-level metal slider. And then I'll have my 3-level Ultim slider. So I think that's it. I think I got all the photos that I wanted to mention brought into it there. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching. See ya. Okay, if you stuck around, then here's a bonus for you. A 4-level ball slider. Array 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 clicker. Multi-directional. But it's a little floppy. Gotta admit, it's a little bit floppy at this point. A little bit loose. Wouldn't want to trust that. So that's it. Have a good night. See ya.